Guys, before I start this video, I wanted to let you know, if you're not aware already, I started a clothing company, laundryinc.com. I've got a couple new shirts out right now. I'm trying to actually clear some out for the fall so I can get some new fall stuff. I'm a really big fan of the designs. I'm pretty happy with them. All the designs are by me, of course. So if you want to support this channel and me, and so you can see more BMX and car videos, check out laundryinc.com. This is one of the Crest shirts right here. It is one of few that I have left, as well as another shirt design and a hat. I think I might have like one hat left. Again, laundryinc.com. Check it out. I really need to cut my grass. Oh my god. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be me unmodifying. I'm using that word very loosely because if you saw in the last video, this car is really well modified. I bought it like that. I'm pretty stoked on it, but there are a few things that I really don't like that have been done to the car, and I'll kind of explain as I go along, but I probably mentioned it in the last video as well. It's pretty much like the gauge pod on like the left side is like covering the vent. Stupid little things like that, but you'll see a lot of that in this video. I think there was a sub at one point, so there's wires still going through the whole thing. There are brackets for like mud flaps, but there's one mud flap. So it's like, so stupid little things like that. So I'm unmodifying, making the car my own as much as I can before I actually send it off and get like the tint done and lower it and all that fun stuff. I want to get all the small basic things done. I also noticed that the wiper didn't work and the reservoir is in the trunk, so that little hose is disconnected in there somewhere, and I got to figure all that out. So I'm hoping to figure that out in this video. But before I can do any of that, I really need to clean this garage. It's no joke, man. Like, it's awful. I also need to fire that thing up because it's been a minute since I fired that up. Like, I don't remember the last time I fired up the scooter, so I'm gonna fire that up. I'm gonna clean all of this out right here, and then I'm gonna pull the Evo into the garage, and we're gonna start knocking out some stuff. Man, that thing is running rough. It's running pretty rough, but it's alright. It still needs a lot of work. Like I said a couple videos ago, the videos of the scooter didn't do really well, but if you guys want to see it, let me know, man. I love that thing. I want to get it up and running street legal. It's missing a few things, but for the most part, it's all there. Just need some tires and the plastic all put back together and stuff like that, and maybe upgrade the lights to like LED. That's kind of what I want to do with it. Let me clean out the garage and we can get started with the Evo stuff. Alright, so I was able to get the garage clean. Not too bad. I got a lot of stuff out of the way. I don't know why, every time I do a project, it just becomes a freaking nightmare in here. But I needed a space so I can pull the white Evo in. So in the last video I told you guys, or actually probably the first video when I introduced this car, the thing that I hated the most was this gauge pod right here. It doesn't really match the rest of the car at all. I also lost a vent. Technically there's like a hole at the top where air comes out, but it blows straight to the freaking window. So like in really, really hot days, if you're not aware, I live in the South. So in really hot days, like my side of the freaking right side is like nice and cool. And then the side with the window, because I don't have any tint, is super hot. And I don't like that. I remember when I stepped out of the car earlier this week, this side of my glasses was completely foggy and this side wasn't, because it was blowing cold air just on this side of my face. It's terrible, man. I get what they were trying to do here. I can appreciate that, but I don't like it. It's crap. It looks terrible. It doesn't match. It's already all cracked up. So the plan is to put, yep, that's right, making sure it lined up. The plan is to put this in place of here so I can get a vent back on my left hand side here. Put this gauge kind of right in the center, kind of probably to the left, because if I go to the right where the speedometer is, then I won't be able to see the speed, because I mean that's the speedometer. The RPM is not as important because this is probably going to be covering up part of the red line anyways. Yeah, so it's going to go, instead of right in the center, because there's a lot of really important stuff in the center as well, I'm going to lean it right to the side. I know that there are gauge pods out there that pretty much replace this whole piece and it goes right in the middle, but it covers up, from what I can see, all the important stuff. I know I'm tall and I can probably see over it, but then I can't see like the odometer and then some of the stuff that shows up in the bottom. Not a fan of that. So this was a 2-minute long freaking explanation. Let's go ahead and get this stupid thing done, because I really want a vent on that side. Oh, that just comes off. Hell yeah. And then this should just pop right out, right? Yep. Hell yeah. Ton of wires back here. Alright, so there's the gauge. AEM failsafe. Right now, the faceplate on it is for air, fuel, and gasoline. So air, fuel being probably the band around the outside and gasoline in the middle. I really don't know what the gasoline part means, to be honest with you guys. I probably should find that out. But the only way I'm really gonna find out is if I hook up the USB cable from this to a computer. So I'm hoping I can do that today still. I need to reroute all these wires to the center. So I think this is homemade. It kind of looks like it, which would make sense, because if you look at the back of the panel, it actually looks like the factory one. So it's got all the markings from the factory on it, but it looks like they just cut out this whole area. Yeah, you can see right here, they used like a hole saw, used some sort of material. It's like, it's really crappy, man. Like, it's so poorly made. So I don't know if they use like Bondo to try to bond it together. Look at that, right there. Hold on, see if I can pop it off. I bet I can pop this whole thing off. There's the factory piece right there. And there's the piece that they made. That's super shitty. That's gone. Forget that nonsense. Oh, look at that. I was wondering, so this is the back half of the actual vent itself. He just kind of like half-assed did this, man. Like, that's just, whoever that was that did that, that's not cool, man. If you're the person that did all the modifications to this car and put that much money into this car and you did this crap, you definitely don't deserve to have the car. Dude. Yes. And look at that, it matches. Let's go ahead and put the gauge pod right here in the middle of the steering column. And then that's done. I'm thinking somewhere kind of like that. So if I'm sitting, you can see like, it's hiding. I don't like that. Let me go a little bit more to the side. All right, so there's the finished result right there. It looks pretty good, man. So if you're sitting pretty much right here, you can see, actually I can see the red line. So I can see the red line. I can see most of the display if I just lean my head over just a little bit. So like, I'd be doing something like that, you know what I mean? That looks good, man. I'm stoked with that. I think the next thing I'm gonna do is I wanna make sure that I can read this as boost and keep this as air fuel. But yeah, so the wiring is kind of like right here. You can kind of see it, but it looks kind of neat. So like, I mean like neat and organized. You can see the wires blatantly from here. Like, there's nothing I can do about that, but it looks good, man. Let's see if I can reprogram it. All right, so the software is taking way too long to install. The computer's restarted like 3 times. It's an hour and a half later since I got the freaking gauge pod installed and everything. It's driving me nuts. It's showing USB on the little display, but it's not recognizing the computer, and I'm guessing it's probably the computer. It's like 6 o'clock now, and I started this at like 2:30, 3 o'clock this afternoon. I got stuff to do, man, so screw that thing for now. Hopefully when I get back to it in a few, it'll be ready to go. But the next thing I wanted to do was take care of the red lettering on the wheels. Somebody painted it like an idiot. I'll show you guys here in a second what I want to do. So if you guys notice right there, see it's got a little bit of red. Ignore the that. Hopefully I'll fix that later, but see that? It's really lame. They put red right there where it says like work emotion. It's super, it just doesn't look good. All the wheels have that, so I gotta be really careful how I do it, but I think I'm gonna use some like goof off or Goo Gone or whatever and really lightly scrub on it and see if it comes off. Just gotta be really careful when I do this. I don't want to rub off actual paint from like the wheel itself. So I'll just go really lightly over it. That's significantly better. I don't know what kind of paint they use, but thank God it's not good stuff. All right, there you go, guys. No more red. Came out really good. Oh, I gotta get rid of those dings, man, but. All right, let's see if this stupid thing works. It says USB. It's connected. If it doesn't work this time, I'm just gonna move on. It says disconnected. For some reason, it will not connect, and I don't know why. I don't know if there's something going on with like the USB connection. I'll figure it out another time. I need to put this rest of this stuff back together and we can move on with the video. This sucks, man. Damn, yeah. Anybody out there knows how to set this thing up? What I'm doing wrong? Let me know. Shows disconnected. It's connected. It shows USB. What the hell's going on? Let's move on, man. Alright, if you guys notice here, there's a bracket. That bracket is for mud flaps, and there isn't a mud flap on this side, but there's a mud flap on this side. So, it's missing a mud flap. There we go. Random mud flap, only one in the car. It's out. Alright, the next thing I need to do is take out this front license plate frame thing here because I don't need a front license plate, and this is kind of an eyesore, so I don't think it's going to be too difficult, but I definitely want this thing gone. Sick. That's gone. So on the back of here is where all of the cables are. Here are all the stupid cables. Bam. 3 sets of RCAs and a wire loom. That's actually really nice, but I'm not going to be hooking up any sound system or anything into this car because it already has a factory one, and to be honest with you, that's good enough for me. There's no room in this freaking trunk anyway, so these have got to go. So let's see if I can pull these stupid things. Sick. Cables. Look at this. Disgusting my hands are, dude. It's because of the freaking electrical tape, dude. I have one more thing I want to do because honestly, like, I'm sweating right now, but I want to get it done. And so when I hit like the lock button or the unlock button, it doesn't make any noises, and I'm pretty sure that's been deactivated somehow because I noticed in the owner's manual that that is an option. So I think I want to try to figure that out right now, and that'll be like the last thing I do today because the sun's starting to set. I've been doing this for hours and hours, and I'm exhausted, and I still have to mow the lawn, dude. It says I have to remove the key from ignition, open the driver's door and turn off combination headlights and dimmer switch to off position, and then hold the lock button for 4 to 10 seconds, and then press the unlock button during this time. Release and sequence the unlock and lock buttons within 10 seconds of pressing the unlock button in step 3. What the hell? That is super complicated, but let's see if we can figure that out. Okay, so press the lock button for 4 seconds and then unlock and then release at the same time, right? So let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. Nope. I think I'm doing something wrong. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, that's not working. Does the panic work? So panic doesn't work either. Well, that's not good. So I don't know how to do that. But the panic button doesn't work, which is not a good sign either because I would like that for it to work. I see a little red light blinking in the middle of the dash, so and the horn works, but it doesn't beep when I lock it, and there's no panic. So I need to figure that out. I thought that was just something that somebody deactivated. According to the owner's manual, you can deactivate that, but it didn't work. So I guess that's it. I guess I'm done for today, man. Oh God, it's like 7 o'clock at night now. Jeez, man. Guys, that's it. I'm done for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It may have been kind of boring, but these are things that I needed to get done with this car that were bothering me. There's a handful of more stuff that needs to be fixed. Like this, for example, this needs to be fixed. I need to figure out what the heck is happening, why I don't have a horn when I press the lock button, why the panic doesn't work. I also need to replace the coupler for the upper intercooler pipe. I also need to find a foam piece for the trunk. I need to figure out why my windshield wiper fluid isn't working when I press it. The hose is disconnected somewhere. The next video hopefully is going to have all of that resolved, I hope, as well as setting up the subwoofer in the back of the trunk, because I want that to work. So I know it's not the best thing in the world, but it's good enough for me, man. Like, I have a sub in that car, and only because it's stupid loud. It's louder than that car, so I can barely hear anything in that car, but I have it in that car. It looks good. I'm happy with the size of it. It doesn't take up a lot of room in the trunk. This thing doesn't have much trunk, and only because the battery's back there, the reservoir for the windshield washer fluid is back there. Like, there's a bunch of crap back there that's taking up a lot of room. So I don't need another thing. Anyways, that's a long rant. I need to go ahead and take this thing out of the garage. I need to pull the other Evo back into the garage. I need to stop neglecting that car. And I need to stop neglecting this thing here too, because I love this thing. This thing's a lot of fun. But that's a long explanation, guys. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you guys subscribe. If you guys like Evo videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you like BMX stuff, hopefully there's some BMX stuff coming soon. I don't know how to get my bike in that car, so I need to figure that out as well so I can start riding again. Please hit that like button if you like the video. Let's get this video to 25 likes, man. Whew, that's asking a lot. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.